Yes, sir. About 10 more minutes and then we're going to wrap it up.
I'm Tracy Stevens, President of Sunnyside City. I'm also the Chairman of Infrastructure for South Park City Neighborhood. A couple of things I have is that Sunnyside landfill been closed since '76. All of the ideas that been submitted to the city to revitalize the landfill and put it to use, they won't spend the brownfield money to develop that property, which is right across the street. Other issues that we have that's really bad is we can't get HPD to enforce ordinances already within the city for boarding houses inspections, halfway houses inspections, also along with the Department of Neighborhood. That's a big problem we have here in Sunnyside, South Park, First Mile, Sylvester. I'm all over that field wall. The other thing, you mentioned South Park. There are 10, 15 streets in South Park that were named after battles of World War I, World War II. Iwo Jima, Guadalcanal, those streets look like World War I. When you become to fix all of these infrastructure issues that's been neglected since Captain Whitmire's term. Pension was changed in '85 when she was there the first time. I'm a former employee of Public Works. Every time somebody hollers pension, somebody wants to fix the pension. First ones to cut are the municipal employees. Municipal employees is the ones that fix the streets for the police to drive on. Municipal employees fix the ditches where you have the drainage problems and the flooding. Municipal employees make it so police can have speedy times to crime and for the fire trucks to get down out of the street. But yet still, municipal employees are the first ones that's cut. What are y'all going to do about that? Especially since they say the problem is on the state level. They can't touch the fire department, they can't touch the police department because it's on the state level. They are city employees just like municipal employees, and it's nowhere fair that those that's on the ground, out there in the hot sun, not riding around in an air-conditioned police cruiser, is the first one that always get the hands.
And I agree with you.
Where is the money going to come from? Or what's the plan to fix this for 50 years of neglect?
Let me just say, and there's a whole lot wrapped up into that packet. Let me see if I can unpack some of it, okay? In 2016, 17, and 18, the city will face financial challenges. The debt service will spike in 2018. We have clustered a lot of that debt, and so those debt payments will spike in 18. We certainly can look at trying to smooth some of that down. We still want to pay as you go, but we may need to smooth that out a little bit to provide us a little bit more breathing room. The city has been under a revenue cap since 2004. What I mean by that, when you reach a certain point, inflation plus population, then the city cannot receive any additional revenue. When Bill White was the mayor, he added another $90 million on top of the revenue cap in 2006, okay, to give him some extra breathing room, and he dedicated that primarily to public safety. We are now running up against that revenue cap. For a growing city, where there are more people coming into the city and more services, a revenue cap in many ways is counterproductive. I think we need to modify the revenue cap, where you have certain exceptions, either to pay down the debt or you reserve something for public law enforcement. But the revenue cap needs to be, at the very minimum, it needs to be modified because it's counterproductive. When the legislature was thinking about putting a revenue cap on the county in this last legislative session, it was the county judge and others who came to office and said, do not put a revenue cap on the county. We don't want it, and the legislature didn't do it. The revenue cap for the city of Houston, we need to take a second look at it, and we need to look at it. With regards to the pensions issue, you are right, the pension issue has been around a long time. It didn't just start. It has been around a long time. Every pension change since 1993, every pension change since 1993 done by the legislature has come from the mayor, the city council, and the stakeholders, that they brought those changes to Austin and asked us to make changes to the pension system. The last change came in 2001. And the projections that they made, and whether or not the pension system was going to actually be sound, those projections were wrong. I agree with you that you cannot balance the budget on the backs of city employees. You cannot do it. With regards to the municipal workers, they have changed their system several times. It's not just one tier, they have 2 or 3 tiers. It's longer now for them before they can retire. Municipal employees are paying more into the system. Their eligibility requirements are higher. The annual annuity for a municipal employee after they work for the city for, let's say, 20, 25 years, the average annuity is only $24,000. That's it. $24,000 for them to live on for the rest of their life. That's their annual annuity. So I agree we have to be very, very careful. For those who are advocating pension reform, and they say it's on the state level, please bear in mind, I've been at the state level for 26 years. These folks have been up there for a long time. Al has been up there for a long time. Austin will not be Houston City Council. And what I mean by that, if you want to be successful in Austin, the mayor, the city council have to come to Austin with an agreed-to proposition. Unless it is agreed to, Republicans and Democrats alike will not vote to interfere in the city of Houston's business.
Amen.
So anybody who's talking about, going to Austin and changing it and pension reform, that is pure political demagoguery.
Yes.
Because they don't know how the system works. They don't even know how Republicans work in Austin. And I will tell you, Republicans will not mess with the pension system unless the mayor and the city council and the stakeholders are on the same page. And that's the bottom line. Now, can you make a system that is actuarially unsound sound? The employee retirement system, the largest in the state, 200,000 plus employees, has an unfunded liability of $7.5 billion. Costing the state $500 million a year. Okay? Major. But the governor just signed a bill with 3 people's names on the bill as the authors of the bill that has made that system actuarially sound. The chairman of appropriations, John Otto. The chairman of pensions and retirement, Dan Flynn. And yours truly, Sylvester Turner. HB 9. We have taken a system in which, in this case, employees are paying more, the state's paying more, and we covered the employees' contribution by giving them an added pay raise. The employees signed off on it. There was no disagreement. The plan is now actuarially sound. You're not costing $500 million a year. The 80 bond agencies have now given us a thumbs up, and the system now is working. The same formula that we utilize in dealing with that system, you got to utilize in dealing with this system here. There is no other mayoral candidate, and there are 12 of us. But there is no other mayoral candidate that has taken a system that was actuarially unsound and made it sound and is working, but the one that you're looking at right here. Yes. Only one. Yes. And last and finally, I'm coming to you. But I want you to know something. In terms of people who have looked at all of us, this is the first time in a long time, when police officers and firefighters and municipal workers and the AFL-CIO and the International Longshoremen and the Metro Police and the Texas Municipal Police Officers Association, all of those groups have endorsed and gotten behind one candidate out